She hasn't finished speaking yet. A vase fell, hitting Silvara Jiang as she was about to leave. Late at night, Silvara Jiang arrived downstairs at Everstone Chen's place. Shall I go to the room and wait? Just as Silvara Jiang was thinking about it, she walked towards the door. At this moment, Cheng Zongyan passed by and saw Silvara Jiang. He paused for a moment. Isn't she the woman who often follows Everstone Chen? As he thought of Everstone Chen, Cheng Zongyan was extremely angry. Since you are his woman, I'm sorry for the trouble. Cheng Zongyan rushed towards Silvara Jiang, intending to vent his anger towards Everstone Chen. All vented on Silvara Jiang, who also felt it at the moment. A chill hit her from behind, and she quickly turned around. But there was no one in sight. Could the sense of danger just now have been an illusion? Silvara Jiang sighed. She continued to walk towards Everstone Chen's room in the corner of the courtyard. Cheng Zongyan was engulfed in flames and turned into ashes in an instant, while Everstone Chen looked coldly at everything. I was planning to keep you around for a few more days, but you dared to lay a hand on Silvara. Then I have no choice but to send you to the heavens. Everstone Chen never dreamed that a single dog like me, over 20 years old, would actually find love. And that happened without me even knowing. Just now, Silvara Jiang arrived at the door of Everstone Chen. Two burly men stopped her. Master of Realm Prefecture has slept. Quickly leave. Silvara Jiang's gaze was firm. Since he doesn't want to see me, then I will. The big men suddenly became nervous. What do you want to do? Silvara Jiang sat down on the side and said, Then I'll wait here until he's willing to see me. Meanwhile, Everstone Chen closed his eyes in the room and began to regain control of his consciousness. A few seconds later, in a room in the Ascendant Mountain, Everstone Chen slowly opens his eyes. I'm so tired. Why do I feel like my body has been drained this time when I come back? Everstone Chen murmurs to himself. The next second, he touched something soft. At this moment, Everstone Chen suddenly looked down and was greatly startled. Luna White Beauty was lying next to him, muttering in her sleep. Venerable, just use more force. Please whip me hard, Everstone Chen. Everstone Chen had not reacted yet. Bella Linger pounced on him and ate the chicken leg. Master. Red Robe also spoke up at this time. Young master, don't be shy, come and give me a kiss. Everstone Chen was completely baffled. My clothes have been changed. What have they done to me? This is truly unforgivable. I have been single for over 20 years. I don't even know who I gave my precious first time to. Forget it, it's not the time to think about this now. I finally met someone I like. I can't let the system ruin it for me. Everstone Chen entered the courtyard and turned on the system. Silvara now brings bad luck whenever she gets close to me. After much consideration, I finally thought of a solution. That is, I need to subvert the system. All living things can be controlled in Invincible Domain. Everything is under my control. In other words, the system is also within my control. The primary function of the special effect full score is to issue missions. If I use all living things to control the special effect full score function, then, can't I just change the content of the missions at will? Just as he was thinking, Everstone Chen began his performance. A moment later, the system popped up a message saying, Operation successful. Everstone Chen was thrilled. Now only the final step is left. He controlled the special effects to full marks and released the task content. Remove all negative influences arising from Silvara Jiang approaching Everstone Chen. Task target, Invincible System. Task reward, praise from Everstone Chen. If the task fails, endless domain value needs to be sent to the host to soothe his injured soul. Time limit for the task, 10 minutes. Upon seeing the successful task release, Everstone Chen was dancing with joy. System, let's see what you choose this time. The system decisively removed it after a round of scolding. All negative effects generated by Silvara Jiang near Everstone Chen are eliminated. Everstone Chen's cunning plan succeeded. He happily stroked the system. How smart I am, really. In the previous episode, it was mentioned that Everstone Chen exploited a system vulnerability. He removed all the negative effects generated by Silvara Zhang's proximity to Everstone Chen, and at this time, the sky above the Shirley Mountains opened wide. Jade Zen Fairy slowly walked out of the heavenly gate. In such a rarefied lower realm, is there truly a celestial youth tree? I hope what the heavenly origin immortal sovereign said is true. Jade Zen Fairy thought rushed towards a room in the ascended mountain, where three sisters were still sound asleep. They all coincidentally touched an empty space, and instantly woke up. Where is the person? The sisters hurriedly rushed out of the room, but they ran too fast. The three of them were all tripped over the threshold, and fell to the ground together. Everstone Chen walked slowly over and said, "Good morning. Did you sleep well?" The girls suddenly became excited and collectively held down Everstone Chen. Everstone Chen was surprised and asked, "What's going on? Are you all planning a rebellion?" Bella Linger is pinching Everstone Chen's face. "Are we dreaming? We need to confirm." Everstone Chen got angry and gave someone a slap on the head. He coldly said, "Are you awake now?" "Is it really you, Master?" Bella Linger is very excited. She immediately hugged Everstone Chen, tears streaming down her face non-stop. "Master, you finally woke up. I thought you would never wake up again." Red Robe also looked very worried. "Young Master, you were gone for so long this time. We were all so worried." Luna White Beauty also softly said, "Venerable, I miss you very much too." Everstone Chen was speechless for a while and said, "I just created a clone. I didn't die." At this moment, Red Robe came over and said, "Young Master, can I go find your clone next time? I am very capable." Everstone Chen thought of Silvara Zhang's cold eyes, and instantly refused. "He's going to bring a girl back. Silvara is going to kill me." Everstone Chen immediately changed the subject. "Let's talk about this later. I just want to ask you, what did you all do to me while I was sleeping? You even changed my clothes." The three girls immediately felt scalp numbness. "Oh no, we've been found out." Everstone Chen was speechless for a while. "Can't you at least offer some excuses? It's all written on your faces." "But who exactly dared to tamper with my body?" Everstone Chen was puzzled when Luna White Beauty suddenly spoke up. "Venerable, it was me who changed your clothes to Red Robe," Luna White Beauty said, causing Everstone Chen to shiver in fear. He quickly covered her mouth, afraid she would reveal everything. So he hurriedly said, "Young Master, she just misses you too much and is talking nonsense." "Don't worry, I'll take her away now." Bella Linger, with Luna White Beauty's other arm tucked under hers, said, "Master, I'm going to cook for you." Then the three of them quickly disappeared. Everstone Chen felt embarrassed. "I haven't finished asking my questions, and you've already run away. But seeing both of you in such a hurry, I already know who it is." This video has finally been updated, and I will bring you the follow-up immediately. Why don't you subscribe to the channel? Jade Zen Fairy never dreamed that I, a dignified immortal maiden. I never thought I would be looked down upon by a group of little demons. Just now, Everstone Chen finally found out who took away his first time, but he still cannot punish her. So the exhausted Everstone Chen decided to take a bath first. The bathroom door suddenly opened at this moment. Luna White walked in from inside. She said with a shy face, "Venerable, I have been poisoned by a special toxin and need Venerable to use some effort to detoxify me. I hope Venerable can help me." She finished speaking and handed out the whip. Poisoned? Everstone Chen was taken aback when he then stretched out his right hand. Luna White thought Everstone Chen was going to take the whip from her hand. She was very excited, finally able to experience that wonderful feeling from last time. But unexpectedly, Everstone Chen took out 2 pills. "Here, take the spiritual herb pill. 1 pill can cure all toxins, 2 pills grant eternal vigor, and 3 pills bestow immortality." Luna White Beauty was speechless for a moment. Her fake poisoning had failed. She was then chased out by Everstone Chen. Standing at the door, Luna White Beauty secretly vowed, "It's okay. I'm sure I can find a way to bring down Venerable." Meanwhile, inside the house, Everstone Chen lay in a wooden tub, feeling truly comfortable. By the way, it has been so long, and I have no idea how the cultivators and practitioners of demonic cultivation on Ascended Mountain are developing. They are the perpetual motion machines that generate domain value. We should give them some energy as appropriate. So news of Everstone Chen's return to Ascended Mountain spread throughout the entire Ascended Mountain in no time. The demonic cultivators were extremely excited. They quickly went to pay their respects to Venerable Chen, and all of them flew to the Celestial Being Temple together. At this moment, Jade Zen Fairy also arrived at the Ascended Mountain. She is feeling a bit anxious. Heavenly Origin Immortal Sovereign said, "Where exactly is the tree holder? My time is limited. How about I catch 1 or 2 demons first to ask?" Thinking about it, she then entered the Invincible Domain area. And Everstone Chen sensed her arrival at the first time. Has another celestial being come to deliver domain value to me again? The rank is not low. It's actually a celestial king. Those practitioners of demonic cultivation on Ascended Mountain also sensed a power of celestial being. The crowd watched as the Jade Zen flew slowly through the sky. They gritted their teeth in anger. Damn it, another person from the celestial realm has arrived. We absolutely cannot let her run wild on the Ascended Mountain. So the crowd blocked Jade Zen. This place belongs to Venerable Chen for cultivation. I hope fellow Taoists will not disturb and leave quickly. Jade Zen Fairy was slightly stunned. In the lower realm, ants usually bow before celestial beings. What's going on? However, as a celestial being herself, she was unexpectedly scolded by a little demon, which ignited a flame of anger in Jade Zen. She sternly said, "How dare you? You rodents and sparrows dare to be so arrogant," she said, releasing her oppressive aura immediately. The expressions of the little demons changed drastically. This person is so strong, Venerable Chen has finally met a match. In the previous episode, it was mentioned that Jade Zen Fairy broke into the Ascended Mountain. She was stopped by a group of little demons, facing the offense from them. Jade Zen Fairy got angry and immediately released pressure to give them a lesson. Then Jade Zen Fairy coldly spoke. "I am a celestial being from the celestial realm. I ask you, where is the person who possesses the celestial youth tree?" At that moment, an even more terrifying pressure struck towards her. Jade Zen Fairy quickly dodged. The pressure just now was actually able to make me feel fearful. Could it be that there are people stronger than me here? When the little demons felt that the pressure given by Jade Zen Fairy disappeared, everyone looked happily at the mountaintop. It must be Venerable Chen who saved us. Jade Zen Fairy was slightly surprised and followed the little demon's gazes. She saw a man on the roof, looking at her with a playful expression. He is the Venerable Chen mentioned by the little demons. I couldn't feel any fluctuation of spiritual energy from him, but when he looked at me, I felt a bit of fear and awe in my heart. And these little demons surprisingly have celestial grace on them. Is this also related to him? Forget it. I'll do whatever it takes for the Patriarch. Jade Zen Fairy respectfully said, seeking an audience with Venerable Xian, Wu Celestial of the Jiang family, disciple Jiang Jade Zen. The little demons were all stunned. Venerable Chen is truly remarkable, even subduing the lofty celestial maiden. And Everstone Chen also received a system prompt. Random mission initiated. Please start the strategy for the celestial maiden, host. Everstone Chen smiled faintly and said, "Let's go to the celestial being temple." Jiang Jade Zen felt slighted and flew to the celestial being temple in discontent. However, she had only flown a few meters when she was stopped by Sora Ning and Old Ox. Flying is prohibited in this area. Since you've come to pay respects to Venerable Chen, you must follow the rules here. You have to walk up the mountain step by step from this road. Jiang Jade Zen looked excited. I am a celestial being from the celestial realm, and will never tolerate such insults. Moreover, I am here to make a deal with him, not to meet him formally. The old ox, nibbling on fruits, disdainfully said, "My master doesn't need to trade with you. If you want to see him, it's considered an audience." Jiang Jade-zin was just about to get angry. Suddenly, she realized that the ox fiend was eating celestial youth fruit. The precious celestial fruit was actually gnawed on by an old ox. Jiang Jade-zin asked somewhat heartbrokenly, "Where did you get this fruit, old ox?" The ox casually replied, "The master gave it to me. Everyone has it." Jiang Jade-zin became excited again. He said, "Do you think this fruit is as common as dirt on the street, easily seen everywhere? It takes 1,000 years to bloom and 10,000 years to bear fruit. Why do you think you are entitled to possess it?" Sora Ning smiled faintly and said, "So a mortal maiden came to the mortal realm to seek the fruit. To be honest, our group of demons gathered here under the protection of Venerable Chen, and this celestial fruit is supplied continuously every day. I don't believe it. I want to go find out the truth," Jiang Jade-zin said, walking up the stone steps, while Sora Ning and Old Ox were somewhat speechless. She says she doesn't want to, but her body is very honest. Jiang Jade-zin never dreamed of this. Celestial realm treasures the celestial fruit immensely, but here, it's surprisingly commonplace. Just now, Jiang Jade-zin found out that Everstone Chen distributed the celestial youth fruit to the demons, which made her very displeased. She walked to the mountaintop with a heart full of anger. And Everstone Chen, watching this scene, was a bit speechless. What a group of flashy folks. However, it's not a bad idea to suppress the arrogant attitude of this celestial maiden a bit. After a moment, Jiang Jade-zin arrived at the front of the temple. She bowed and said, "Disciple Jiang Jade-zin from the Xianxia Celestial Realm family seeks an audience." From inside the house came Everstone Chen's voice saying, "Come in." Jiang Jade-zin pushed open the door and saw Everstone Chen sitting in the center position. He leisurely spoke, "I wonder what celestial maiden has come to me for." Jiang Jade-zin threw out a gourd arrogantly. "This item is a top treasure of the celestial realm. Exchange it for a celestial youth fruit." Everstone Chen flicked it back with his fingers. "Not exchanging it." Jiang Jade-zin got angry. "Don't go too far. The group of little demons can all get it. Why don't you exchange it for me?" Everstone Chen lightly spoke, "Your arrogant and smelly attitude really thinks everyone will indulge you." He released strands of pressure, causing Jiang Jade-zin to be drenched in sweat. In his heart, he thought to himself, "What a terrifying aura! Even Celestial Master can only do so much. Who is he exactly?" Everstone Chen raised his leg casually and said, "I don't need the celestial treasure. You just need to answer a few questions, and you can get what you want." Jiang Jade-zin was currently doing her best to resist Everstone Chen's pressure. She gritted her teeth and said, "Even if I, Jiang Jade-zin, die here, I will not answer any of your questions and be humiliated by you." At this moment, Bella Linger walked over with a big basin of celestial youth fruit. "Sherfu, there are too many wild fruits picked from the tree by Everstone Chen," she said. Everstone Chen waved her hand and said, "Give some to everyone to eat their fill." Jiang Jade-zin looked at Bella Linger's celestial fruit in her hand with envy. When she heard that there were still several baskets of fruit that they didn't know how to deal with, she was a bit envious. She couldn't sit still for a moment. I suddenly feel that the suggestion you just made, Venerable, is pretty good. Please go ahead and ask. I will definitely speak candidly." Everstone Chen was a bit speechless. "Wow, are you trying to drag this back and forth with me here?" Later, Everstone Chen asked the first question, "Why did Celestial Realm invade the lower realm?" Jiang Jade-zin was taken aback, saying it's ridiculous to talk about invasion. The inhabitants of the lower realm are too weak, like ants. The Celestial Realm sees the lower realm inhabitants as unworthy of their attention. The great thousand realms under this void has always been a tool for our celestial power to ascend. In saying so, other parallel worlds, aside from the 9 provinces continent, are the same. Jiang Jade-zin sneered. You people from the 9 provinces continent are just a small dust in the vast myriad worlds. Do you realize now how insignificant you are? You are just a group of wild beasts being raised and controlled by us from the celestial realm. Bellalinger snorted coldly, saying, Your words are so harsh. Jiang Jade-Zin quickly apologized, fearing to anger Everstone Chen and not be given the celestial fruit to herself. Everstone Chen never dreamed of it. The old man unexpectedly faced a joint pursuit from various realms in the celestial realm. What outrageous act did he commit to anger both humans and gods? Just now, Everstone Chen inferred an important message from Jiang Jade-Zin's response. The lower realm is nothing but a tool for the celestial kings of the celestial realm to advance their celestial power. However, why has the lower realm been peaceful for so many years, until recently, when the celestial beings started invading frequently? This is the second question that Everstone Chen asked. Jiang Jade-Zin replied without hesitation. The lower realm is protected by cosmic laws, and it is not easy for beings to come down freely. There is another reason. Someone in the lower realm has used some deceptive methods to deliberately delay the celestial realm's plunder. Just as Everstone Chen was puzzled, Jiang Jade-Zin continued. This person breaks into the border of the celestial realm every year and devoutly kneels in front of the boundary monument. He spares no effort to deplete his cultivation level over tens of thousands of years, just to repeat the same sentence time and time again. This is my final lifespan. Please make sure to deliver the message to him. When the celestial masters received this message, they all thought that the 9 provinces had been taken over by another celestial realm, so they gave up on the idea of attacking it. Until recently, when this matter was exposed, the celestial masters found out that they had been played by people from the lower realm, and they all became very angry. They have each started their plunder plan for the 9 provinces, while also ordering to find that person and make him pay. The competition among the celestial realms for the 9 provinces has already begun. The person from the lower realm who originally fought for survival in the 9 provinces, named Zephyr Cloud, will inevitably face consequences for his actions. Everstone Chen was suddenly shocked. He is an old man, and he didn't expect that he had contributed so much to the lower realm. Everstone Chen suddenly stood up. Is what you said true? Both women were taken aback by Everstone Chen's sudden momentum. Jiang Jade-Zin said solemnly, This celestial maiden never lies. Everstone Chen furrowed his brow. According to what she said, the 9 provinces had long been regarded as a piece of cake by the celestial realm, but they had not invaded yet. It's because the old man spared no effort in using up his cultivation level to delay their plunder. Now that the old man is missing, the 9 provinces no longer have a strong protector. Soon, they will face a large number of celestial beings entering the realm. By then, it will be the advent of doomsday. Thinking here, Everstone Chen asked seriously, What is the intermediary of the celestial beings in the lower realm? How much power can they exert? Jiang Jade-Zin was speechless for a moment. This person is really annoying. I just wanted some fruit. How did it turn into me being his spy? She then smiled faintly and said, Give me the fruit. You think you can freeload from me? Dream on. Everstone Chen felt a little embarrassed. Afterward, he handed out a piece of fruit. Jiang Jade-Zin excitedly accepted it and took out a token. There is a passage for ascension between the upper and lower realms marked on the token. Using the token will open the heavenly gate to enter the lower realm, but the gate also has a closing time, typically ranging from 15 to 30 days. After descending to the lower realm, these celestial beings can only exert 2 to 3% of their power. However, the Tao protectors, who guard the reincarnated celestial beings, have been granted celestial authority, allowing them to unleash their full power upon entering the lower realm. Jiang Jade-Zin thought to himself that his own Jiang family also has a celestial being reincarnation. When he goes back, he will definitely find someone to inform them to never provoke this ominous star. Jiang Jade-Zin was shocked. Everstone Chen can actually make immortals barehanded. How powerful is he really? Just now, Jiang Jade-Zin answered all of Everstone Chen's questions. She noticed that Everstone Chen showed no sign of speaking. She then reached out her hand to ask for the celestial youth fruit, but Everstone Chen acted dumb and ignored her. "What are you doing? I already gave you the celestial fruit." Jiang Jade-Zin is very angry. "I have answered so many questions for you, and you only give me an Everstone Chen with a mischievous smile. I didn't say I would give you a lot. Don't be too greedy." Jiang Jade-Zin is so itchy with anger. "You, this swindler. A longevity Dan made from a celestial youth fruit cannot extend the life of the patriarch by how much? What can this fruit do?" Everstone Chen pretends to be serious and says no. "Then return my Jiang Jade-Zin," furious and cursing loudly. "You, a hypocritical person of the lower realm, dare to play word games with me. I disdain you." Everstone Chen calmly said, "Since you have obtained the celestial fruit, then let the immortal maiden leave." After speaking, Everstone Chen turned his head and instructed Bella to call everyone over, but Jiang Jade-Zin did not leave directly. "After all, this man gave me the celestial fruit," she kindly reminded. "Once targeted by the celestial realm celestial beings, all lower realm beings without exception suffer catastrophic consequences. I admit you have some skills, but don't do something reckless." Everstone Chen said lightly, "I am actually looking forward to fighting those celestial beings." Jiang Jade-Zin sneered and laughed. "A mantis trying to stop a chariot. Overestimating your abilities. Since you seek death, I won't stop you." At this moment, Bella Linger ran over with a group of people. Everstone Chen smiled faintly and said, "You arrived at the right time. Here, we have some immortal searing Dan. Currently, the celestial realm is about to be invaded by celestial beings. To fight against them, I have decided to create artificial celestial beings. Are you willing to become the first group under my command to become celestial beings?" Everyone took the immortal searing Dan excitedly and expressed their willingness to help Everstone Chen relieve the pressure in the celestial realm. Jiang Jade-Zin felt even more disdainful in his heart. Wanting to create celestial beings, he really is just a fool talking nonsense. Everstone Chen looked serious and said, "Since that's the case, let's all take the immortal searing Dan." Everyone ate the immortal searing Dan without hesitation. Then everyone formed hand seals, sat cross-legged, and began to activate spells to refine the immortal searing Dan. Chun, Everstone, secretly thought to himself, "If it were ordinary, this would definitely be impossible, but in the Invincible Domain, I am a god." Then he shouted to the sky, "Little thunder, lend me a hand." The sky unexpectedly thundered, and here comes Dad. The celestial path has appeared. Little Thunder unleashed all his thunderous power on everyone. In a moment, everyone's body emitted a hint of celestial aura. Jiang Jade-Zin was greatly surprised that it was actually celestial grace. Could it be that he could truly achieve immortality? He is just a person from the lower realm, not a god. This is absolutely impossible. Just a few seconds later, several golden lights broke through the clouds. The little demons were all shocked to see this. This aura indicates that someone is going to undergo a mortal tribulation. Moreover, the direction is towards the celestial being temple. Could it be caused by Venerable Chen? Hurry and go take a look. Before long, the entrance of the celestial being temple was crowded with little demons. Everstone Chen is standing beside everyone at this moment. With a wave of his big hand, he says, "Come on, absorb as much as you can. Don't be polite." Bella Linger has the weakest strength. She can't handle it anymore, Sherfu. I'm about to burst. While Sora Ning, with a stronger cultivation level, is making rapid progress. Shortly after, she reached the celestial soldier stage, and it was at this moment that the fairy door suddenly opened. The little demons were extremely shocked. How did the fairy door open? Could it be that Nana has become a fairy? Jiang Jade-Zin was somewhat horrified. This lunatic actually managed to create a fairy. In the previous episode, it was mentioned that Everstone Chen plans to use the Invincible Domain system to create celestial beings. Jiang Jade-Zin, on the other hand, is very disdainful of this idea, considering it nothing more than a pipe dream. However, a few seconds later, she was proven wrong as the celestial realm portal slowly opened. Sora, Ning, and the others were already surrounded by celestial grace. This is really about to become immortals. Jiang Jade Zin is extremely shocked. The conditions for becoming immortal are incredibly strict. First of all, one must have the strength of an immortal defeating entity, and secondly, one must cultivate celestial grace. Celestial grace is to fully comprehend any one of the 7 cosmic laws in order to cultivate it. Only when both conditions are met can it be achieved. You also need to overcome the thunder tribulation and confront the hard demon that arises during ascension. Finally, it is the impact on the immortal gate. Once the immortal gate is opened, one ascends to the heavens. With their current strength and immortal luck, passing through the thunder tribulation will be a piece of cake. The immortal gate was even smashed to pieces by Everstone Chen with a single punch. In the lower realm, where spiritual energy is severely depleted, he can still lead a group of people to become immortals. Everstone Chen, what kind of being are you exactly? The 9 provinces continent doesn't seem weak enough to be at anyone's mercy. Those reincarnated geniuses finally have opponents to contend with. At the same time, celestial beings are reincarnating across various continents of the 9 provinces. After reincarnating, they all have a common goal, which is to slay Everstone Chen and seize the 9 provinces tripod. At this moment, Everstone Chen has no idea that he has already been targeted. He is still immersed in the joy of successfully creating immortals. At this time, 3 girls pounced on him, all of them at the half-celestial stage, very excitedly thanking Everstone Chen. While Old Ox revealed his beefy muscles, I unexpectedly broke through the celestial being stage. Sillispeak Linger was also in tears. I never thought that one day I could also reach the half-celestial stage. At this moment, Jiang Jade Zin's mind is shaking. He actually created 2 immortal defeating entities. The Celestial Lord's plan to seize control of the 9 provinces may indeed be in jeopardy. Everstone Chen also received the system notification for the first time, with a current domain value of over 7 million. In addition, it was detected that Sora, Ning, and Bovarius Wildhorn have become celestial beings. Extra rewards for the host are 2 salty fish treasure chests. Everstone Chen is extremely excited. This time, unexpectedly, I was rewarded with over 3 million domain value. How many more times should I build in the future? Everstone Chen wondered as he looked at the system. Suddenly, Jiang Jade Zin's voice came from behind him. He turned around slowly with a smile and said, "The Immortal Maiden is still here? Are you going to continue trading with me, Jiang Jade Zin?" Jiang Jade Zin snorted lightly. "I don't currently have any additional information. But keep that celestial fruit for me in the celestial realm. I will come find you if there is any new information." After saying that, Jiang Jade Zin flew away. At the same time, the system also popped up, detecting that the Celestial Maiden had improved her view of the host. Proceed 1 step further in the strategy to conquer the Celestial Maiden. Reward 10,000 domain value. Looks like this is a long-term task. Anyway, I'll upgrade the system first. Everstone Chen never even dreamt about it. Version 5.0 system can actually resurrect all living beings. It's like having a built-in fountain of youth. In the previous episode, it was mentioned that Everstone Chen, without saying a word, immediately split into his clone. This way, Red Robe seriously suspected that Everstone Chen has another woman outside. So the 3 girls decided to go down the mountain to find him. And at this moment, a heavy rain started falling under the sky of Cloud Prefecture. The 2 guards looked somewhat discontentedly at Silvara Jiang. "You should go back now. The Master of Realm Prefecture is very busy and won't see fans like you," one of them said. Silvara Jiang calmly replied, "I'm not leaving. You should go rest and not worry about me." The guards fell silent for a moment. "Who cares about you? You're not leaving, right? Fine. We won't leave our posts either. Let's see who can be more stubborn." Just then, the room's door opened. Everstone Chen walked out from inside. He was slightly stunned when he saw Silvara Jiang. You didn't stay here overnight, did you? Silvara Jiang shook her head. No, I just arrived at Everstone. Can we talk? At the same time, in a corner of Cloud Prefecture, Hualong City, the two siblings excitedly looked at this silver bottle. If I drink this bottle of Foundation Establishment liquid, I can become a Foundation Establishment cultivator, the sister said. Is that true? The sister was also very happy. Then in the future, our family will no longer go hungry or be bullied. The boy affectionately patted his sister's head, saying, Mom, Dad, and Jenner have worked hard to buy me the Foundation Establishment liquid. Don't worry, when I become a Foundation Establishment cultivator, I will definitely ensure that you all have a good life. The boy had just finished speaking. A raggedly dressed child walked in at the end of the alley. Damn it, this body can't handle my divine demonic Tao body, and is about to collapse. Is it because I killed the host's parents that this body is rejecting me? This person is the reborn genius, Killing Sky. And the boy, looking at Killing Sky's appearance, thought he was an orphan, feeling a sense of pity in his heart, and asked, I see you have reached the Chi refining pinnacle. Do you need Foundation Establishment liquid? I'll give you some. After all, I only need half a bottle to reach the Chi refining pinnacle. Killing Sky was slightly stunned. Then he snorted coldly. Where did these ants come from to be so arrogant? Get lost, wait! You turned out to be an acquired Tao body. Killing Sky revealed an evil smile. The vessel capable of carrying my divine, demonic Tao body has been found. A moment later, Killing Sky had successfully taken over the body perfectly. He was extremely excited. This body is just to my liking. Next, it's using secret techniques to elevate cultivation level and then take down Everstone Chen. At the same time, the news of Everstone Chen from Hualong City coming for an inspection has spread throughout the streets and alleys. Killing Sky walked on the street with a sense of pride, actually coming to the door on his own. The plan to slaughter the city will have to be put on hold. I have to prepare a big gift for him. In the alley, the boy slowly woke up, recalling Killing Sky's hands stained with blood after taking over the body. The boy quickly looked at his younger sister, Chinner. The boy held his unconscious sister and began to cry in pain. Everstone Chen never dreamed of it. Jiang girl actually confessed to him. Just now, Everstone Chen led Silvara Jiang into the room. He looked at Silvara Jiang's wet body. Everstone Chen immediately grabbed her hand. There is a hot spring pool nearby. Go wash up quickly and warm up your body. A moment later, Silvara Jiang was already lying in the pool. Everstone Chen stood behind the screen and asked, Is the water temperature suitable? Let me know when it's ready. Silvara Jiang's face turned slightly red. After answering Everstone Chen's question when it was almost ready, she finally mustered up the courage to say that sentence. Do you want to wash together, Everstone? Everstone Chen thought that I had already washed, and was resistant to washing again, fearing it might be a problem. At this moment, a system prompt popped up, detecting the reincarnation of a proud individual nearby, named Killing Sky, with the strength of Chi refining pinnacle. Everstone Chen rubbed his chin and realized that he needs to nurture his Chi refining pinnacle too. System, check the background of the reincarnated prodigy. Just a moment later, a projection appeared in front of Everstone Chen. The reincarnated prodigies, mostly at the human celestial stage, are sent to the lower realm by the lords of the celestial realm to seize various realms. They retain their memories and celestial realm techniques, and are not affected by the cosmic law of the Tao for a short time, allowing them to rapidly break through their cultivation levels and kill the strongest in the lower realm to claim dominance. Among the selected prodigies, some are reincarnated in order to qualify as candidates for celestial sovereign. Some reincarnate in order to enhance their own cultivation level. Some are also forced to descend to the mortal realm. Although laborers come from different celestial realms, but they all have a common goal. That is to dominate the lower realm. And this time, All the focus is on the 9 provinces continent, which has become a coveted land of contention for the various celestial realms. If the host wants to be a savior, be prepared to be surrounded by a group of people. Everstone Chen, on the other hand, is indifferent, as long as there is domain value. Whoever wants to be the savior can go ahead. Just at that moment, Silvara Jiang's voice came through. I had a strange dream about Everstone. I dreamt that my Tao companion was not you, but a stranger whose name I didn't know. On our way to the 9 provinces grand event, we were attacked by evil cultivators. In order to survive, he willingly offered me to the evil cultivators as a sacrifice. In that dream, after participating in the Tianju competition, I lost everything and eventually died in a desolate wilderness where no one cared. Everstone Chen was slightly stunned. This was her former fate line. Silvara Jiang got up and walked out of the bath. Everstone, I've also found something very important. Everstone Chen asked in confusion. What did you find? Silvara Jiang blushed immediately. I find it hard to continue without you. I like you. Everstone Chen was a bit at a loss, as it was the first time someone confessed their feelings to him. It happened when he was handing over clothes to Silvara Jiang. Silvara Jiang slipped. He watched as Silvara Jiang was about to fall. Everstone Chen immediately rushed forward. As a result, both of them fell into the bath. The moment they surfaced, the two of them locked eyes with each other. How embarrassing. Shortly after, the two of them burst into laughter. Everstone Chen leaned in with his face and asked, Are we good now? Silvara Jiang nodded, and the atmosphere had escalated to this point. Everstone Chen felt that if he didn't do something now, he would be ashamed as a man. So, he leaned in with his lips. Just at that moment, there was a ding sound, indicating a random task had been assigned. Everstone Chen was stunned. System, you camper, you really know how to pick your timing. I have never been left speechless like this in my whole life. The system calmly stated. Detected a prodigy approaching Hualong City. Host, please find and eliminate it as soon as possible. Everstone Chen immediately changed his attitude upon hearing there is domain value to profit from. It just so happens that I am going to Hualong City. I hope the reward is even more generous than last time. Silvara Jiang looked somewhat puzzled as she watched Everstone Chen. Are you leaving? Everstone Chen nodded. It was at this moment. Silvara Jiang suddenly hugged Everstone Chen's cheeks and kissed him. This is the one you owe me just now. Silvara Jiang charmingly said. Is it not allowed, husband? Everstone Chen, who was already in high spirits, heard the word husband, and suddenly felt like he was floating on air. After that, Everstone Chen hugged Silvara Jiang and said, I am going to Hualong City. You go back to Heavenly Fragrance Sect first, and I will come find you after I finish handling things. Silvara Jiang nodded. It's a promise. In the meantime, Hualong City uses living people as sacrifices in Killing Sky. He set up the 9 Heavens God-slaying Grand Formation. He is now waiting for Everstone Chen to enter the Killing Sky Formation in excitement, only to see a flying boat approaching from a distance on the horizon. Everstone Chen stood on the flying boat, looking at Hualong City, which was dyed red with blood. His expression was somewhat serious. The whole city exuded an aura of death. This should be caused by that arrogant person's actions. Wawilio. Killing Sky suddenly exerted force. A blood-red sword chi directly split the flying boat in half. Everstone Chen's face changed drastically after dodging. It turned out to be an attack of celestial soldier level. However, what the hell is this? Neither human nor Buddha. Only seeing Killing Sky sitting within a golden body of 10,000 feet. He looked excitedly at Everstone Chen. Good evening, my new container. Little did he know, Everstone Chen was even more arrogant. Good evening, my little lamb. At this time, the system detected a reincarnated genius, who is currently at the chi refining stage pinnacle but, due to a divine demonic physique, can summon the assistance of an ancient immortal demon at the celestial soldier stage. The system hopes the host can quickly kill and save the people of Hualong City. After Everstone Chen retracted the system, he spoke lightly. Little brother, you are very brave. Just at the chi refining stage, and you dare to plot against me. Killing Sky, on the other hand, was extremely excited, as if he had Everstone Chen all figured out. In his heart, he thought to himself, this person is hesitating to retreat and not making a move. Could it be that he is scared of my bloodthirsty Buddha? In that case, I made my move, and then Killing Sky immediately controlled the bloodthirsty Buddha. He used the 1,000-hand soul-devouring palm towards Everstone Chen, and instantly numerous palm prints with eyes on them slapped towards Everstone Chen. With a loud bang, a massive explosion occurred in the sky. Seeing this, Killing Sky became even more pleased. You have such limited abilities, yet you dare to try to stop us from plundering the lower realm. However, the next second, his pupils contracted. Just saw Everstone Chen standing on the cloud, he smiled faintly. Killing Sky, right? Today, I will show you what dimensional reduction really means. Let me show you a few moves first. Let's see how you can handle me. In the previous episode, it was mentioned that Everstone Chen arrived in Hualong City, and the reincarnated prodigy, Killing Sky, had already set up a killing formation. After one round of attack, Everstone Chen miraculously emerged unscathed and boldly declared, Little brother, I'll just stand here and let you hit me. Don't hold back, use all your strength. Upon hearing this, Killing Sky also became excited. Since you are so generous, I'll also show mercy and leave you with a complete corpse. Soon after, Killing Sky urged on bloodthirsty Buddha. Countless enhanced versions of the soul-devouring palm attacks were immediately launched towards Everstone Chen. Everstone Chen easily blocked the attacks with a casual palm, then mocked. Put more effort into it. You don't even have the strength to kill, yet you claim to be a celestial being. At the same time, the aftermath of the earth-shattering battle also caught the attention of the cultivators. The Master of Realm Prefecture must be fighting against the celestial being. Let's go help quickly. The cultivators swiftly flew towards the scene. And those reincarnated geniuses also rushed over. Unfortunately, we arrived one step too late, allowing the brat Killing Sky to get ahead and enter the Rainbow Garment celestial realm first. Nanrong, one of the reincarnated geniuses, sighed. Celestial Phenomena Upper Realm reincarnated genius Lunar Kong also reluctantly spoke up. This time, it seems we are once again playing catch-up. After all, Killing Sky was already at the Celestial Emperor stage in the Celestial Realm, more than enough to deal with a mere ant from the lower realm. This new Master of Realm Prefecture is probably going to perish here. Righteousness Wu also shook his head. If these people from the lower realm fall into my hands, there might still be a way out for them. Unfortunately, encountering Killing Sky means they can only become his nourishment. The battle between Everstone Chen and Killing Sky in the distance has entered a fierce stage. As the explosion rang out, Lunar Kong turned around and left as the outcome had been decided. There's no need to watch any further. Let's just reincarnate into the next realm. Nanrong suddenly looked shocked as he gazed into the distance. Quick, look! Only to see Everstone Chen safe and sound, flying all the way to the front of bloodthirsty Buddha. Everstone Chen slowly reached out a finger, touching bloodthirsty Buddha in an instant. The colossal golden body collapsed in an instant. The proud ones were all shocked. Killing Sky's bloodthirsty Buddha was actually destroyed. How could this be possible? The crowd of proud individuals looked at the dissipated bloodthirsty Buddha. Righteousness Wu rubbed his chin and said, This Everstone Chen does have some skills, but by doing so, he has completely angered Killing Sky. You should know that Killing Sky is not only these immortals and Buddhas, but one is stronger than the other. Everstone Chen will ultimately meet a tragic end. Just then, Everstone Chen suddenly received a system prompt. Both successfully killed a bloodthirsty Buddha at the celestial stage. Reward: 500,000 domain value. Everstone Chen was stunned. Killing the immortal demon he summoned can also earn domain value. Doesn't that make him a money-making machine? Then Everstone Chen excitedly spoke. Little brother, If you don't have the strength, don't pretend. You're already done after just playing for a while. I haven't even started warming up yet. Upon hearing this, Killing Sky formed hand seals and ominously said, I have more than one trick up my sleeve. Summon aspect of karmic hatred. In an instant, an immortal demon wielding a giant axe appeared. Without saying a word, it immediately swung its axe towards Everstone Chen. With a loud bang, dust billowed up. Aspect of karmic hatred speaks disdainfully. Is that all? People of the lower realm are simply easy to kill. However, Killing Sky urgently shouts, Aspect of karmic hatred! Look above! Just then, Everstone Chen appeared above the aspect of karmic hatred's head. Watching me stomp it with 1 foot, a huge explosion immediately resounded. Everstone Chen has gained another 500,000 domain value. Everstone Chen is so much of a drama queen, he even invited a prodigy to fight with him. He doesn't hesitate to pretend to be seriously injured. Just now, Everstone Chen has destroyed another immortal demon summoned by the Killing Sky. Killing Sky immediately became anxious, saying, I can't believe this. Another monster with 3 heads and 6 arms appeared in the sky. Killing Sky roared, Kill him for me! Everstone Chen then smiled faintly. You're not capable of this. Look at my mighty heavenly long. In an instant, a golden long appeared. I'm waiting for you to summon more. Killing Sky broke out in a cold sweat upon seeing this scene. This person is indeed very strong. Everstone Chen looked at Killing Sky for a long time without any movement and taunted. Is that all you've got? Then go, little golden long, charge at that monster with your teeth and claws bared. Another big explosion happened in the sky. A domain value of 500,000 was acquired again. While the smoke has not cleared yet, Everstone Chen flashed in front of Killing Sky. He grabbed his hair. He said fiercely, You useless guard from celestial being, who can't do anything right, bring him out to play. Don't wait for Killing Sky to speak. Everstone Chen continued to mock. Arrogant reincarnation prodigy from the celestial realm. Celestial being now is like a bereaved dog. You prodigies consider yourselves superior, disdain life, and squander all beings. Now, I will make you taste the flavor of being tortured like a dog. Everstone Chen then slapped. With a bang, Killing Sky was slapped out tens of meters away. And then he fell heavily to the ground. Everstone Chen quickly followed, stepping on Killing Sky's face. You useless trash, who gave you the courage to come and fight me? And then Everstone Chen lifted Killing Sky. How pitiful, even your Tao protector dares not come to save you. Killing Sky suddenly burst into laughter. I underestimated you, but I have also achieved my goal, Everstone Chen. The next time we meet, I will definitely take your life. After saying that, Killing Sky self-destructed. Everstone Chen looked at the blood beads left in the sky and sighed. I would rather self-destruct than summon the Tao protectors. These young elites do have some skills, but I am looking forward to facing your real body. The system prompt popped up afterwards. The host has completed the temporary task of assisting the people of Hualong City. Reward: 20,000 domain value and 1 salted fish treasure chest. Defeat Qi Refining Pinnacle Tianju to earn 10 domain value. Everstone Chen sighed. It seems that Tianju is not valuable, but everything related to Tianju is valuable. However, since Tianjios are so scattered, it takes too much time to find them one by one. It's better to use 9 provinces tripod as bait to lure them all out. Everstone Chen's face changed drastically from excitement to dismay in just 1 second. Oh no! I just finished a battle with Killing Sky, and it's likely to attract some arrogant opponents. They might think twice when they see how strong I am. Everstone Chen is now regretful. If he had known, he wouldn't have crushed Killing Sky so badly. He was too reckless. If they hide even deeper in the future, what's the point of playing? Right at this moment, the cultivators from Hualong City have also arrived. Everstone Chen noticed the situation. He immediately fell to the ground to remedy the situation. Immediately, Everstone Chen made a look of kidney deficiency, gasping for air and proclaiming himself as a peerless genius. Indeed, living up to his reputation. I exhausted 80% of my strength to barely defeat him. I just hope not to encounter him again. I won't be able to fight again in a few months with this body. After saying that, he also coughed up a large amount of blood. In the previous episode, it was mentioned that Everstone Chen pretended to be seriously injured in order to lure out Xianxia. The arriving cultivators from Hualong City quickly helped him up. Everstone Chen looked weathered and weak as he weakly spoke. "I'm not seriously injured, just almost died. Please take me to find a physician quickly." Seeing Everstone Chen sacrificing so much for the lower realm, I was moved to tears. As a dim-witted guy, I will definitely ensure Venerable Chen's safety. Then he carried Everstone Chen on his back, running and shouting, "Quick, someone! Master of Realm Prefecture is dying!" The distant geniuses couldn't help but exclaim when they saw this. Killing Sky's clone was actually forced to self-destruct by him. This person's talent is truly terrifying. However, he was seriously injured as a result of this, which is a benefit to us, Righteousness Wu suggested. "Why don't the three of us join forces? None of us can defeat him alone. We can't let others take the lead." At the same time, other geniuses also learned of Everstone Chen's injury. "Have you heard? He is in critical condition. Is this true?" Another genius calmly spoke. "Let's not act recklessly for now to avoid alerting the enemy." Meanwhile, Righteousness Wu from afar continued to advise. "Everstone Chen is seriously injured now, and can only exert 2 or 3 layers of power. With my chi refining pinnacle cultivation level, and the two of you, defeating him won't be difficult." Meanwhile, Lunar Kong frowned and said, "We have to be cautious about this. Everstone Chen is not someone to be trifled with. He might be deliberately setting a trap to lure us out. The Buddha's son Jianqian and Azura Jade were killed by him due to their recklessness." Nanrong spoke slowly at this time. "I think relying on force to deal with Everstone Chen is not a good idea." Righteousness Wu asked with confusion, "Do you have a better idea?" Nanrong gave a slight smile and said, "Men can't escape that hurdle." At the same time, Celestial Realm Family Jiang Jade Zin slowly landed on the ground. Before the servants could approach, she hurriedly spoke. "Quick, I want to see the master." Afterwards, Jiang Jade Zin arrived at the hall, where she respectfully presented the Celestial Youth Fruit. After the master received the Celestial Youth Fruit from Jiang Jade Zin's hand, she was a bit dissatisfied. Just one fruit? Didn't they say there is an entire Celestial Youth tree in the lower realm? How can you only bring back one with your abilities, Jade Zin? Do you know that one celestial fruit is not enough to extend the Patriarch's life? I had high expectations for you in this lower realm, but you disappointed me. Jiang Jade Zin quickly spoke up. "Please allow me to explain the matter regarding the 9 provinces clan leader in detail." After a moment, the clan leader asked in a somewhat shocked manner, "Did he really create immortals barehanded?" Jiang Jade Zin nodded and said, "Yes, I witnessed it with my own eyes. He created 2 celestial beings and 4 half-celestials overnight. And when I first met him, I was unaware of his cultivation level, so I used the aura of a celestial being to intimidate him. However, he showed no fear at all, and instead let his subordinates insult me blatantly. If it weren't for the quick thinking of my disciple, I might not have returned safely." Upon hearing this, the head of the family slowly stood up. Even a celestial sovereign cannot create immortals with bare hands. This person's methods are truly extraordinary. The head of the family spoke as he walked down the steps. "I have a feeling that the 9 provinces continent is producing beings or creatures that pose a threat to the celestial realm. With Jade Zin Xian, Wu currently in turmoil, how can my Jiang family stand undefeated? It all depends on you. Now I have a task for you. Firstly, since you were able to obtain the celestial fruit from him, it shows that he has a favorable impression of you. Continue to trade with him to acquire a large quantity of celestial fruit. Ensure the safety of Patriarch. Secondly, my family Zhang's reincarnation, Tianjiao, has been out of contact for many days. I need you to immediately go to the lower realm to find him. I will give you the Tao Protector Xianxia. When you encounter him, Xianxia will react accordingly. After the clan leader finished speaking, he turned and left. Go to the Tao Protector pool. There are many Tao Protectors there. If you have any questions, you can ask them. Jiang Jade quickly complied. Everstone Chen never dreamed of it. Killing Sky is really going to the mortal world in person. Just now, in a palace in the celestial realm Xianwu, a roar suddenly came to mind. A despicable person from the lower realm dared to insult me. A servant hurriedly ran in. Your Highness, what happened? Killing Sky is now bleeding from the corners of his mouth. My clone was extinguished by someone. It really angers me. I will surely slaughter this 9 provinces continent. The servant is greatly astonished. What? Your Highness's clone is not to be underestimated in strength, and it even carried 3 immortal demons. Who on earth did this? Killing Sky gritted his teeth and said, the 3 precious immortal demons of the master of 9 provinces, Everstone Chen, were also destroyed by him. If I hadn't taken the 9-turn soul Dan in time, my divine soul would have been seriously injured. Then, with a look of anger in his eyes, Killing Sky said in a deep voice, hurry and get ready. I will personally descend to the mortal realm to kill this person with my own hands. Upon hearing this, the servant's face changed drastically and immediately interjected. Your Highness, absolutely not. Even if there are mishaps when your clone descends to the mortal realm, it can always be condensed again. But if your true self is destroyed, then it would indeed be a true fall. You are the prince with the greatest hope of ascending to the throne in the Xianwu imperial clan. You can definitely condense an even more powerful clone. Do not joke with your own life in the mortal world. And Killing Sky shook his head, saying that the clone is useless. Everstone Chen, who is at the celestial martial stage in the lower realm, is invincible. Now, I can only deal with him personally in the mortal world. Seeing the servant still blocking him, Killing Sky continued, you don't need to worry about me. Among the geniuses, no one is my match. Besides, a year later is the Celestial Sovereign Candidate Selection Conference. Our palace must seize the 9 provinces realm to qualify for participation. Saying that, Killing Sky flashed in front of the servant. Your perspective is too limited. I will win 100% of the time. Why should I go easy on you? Remember, the advantage is mine. That Everstone Chen is just a nobody. Killing Sky said, and proceeded towards the door. Remember, hesitation leads to defeat. Wait until he leaves the palace. Killing Sky's face darkened again. Only by becoming a candidate for Celestial Sovereign will those old immortals assist me in ascending to the throne. So I must visit the 9 provinces without any mistakes. At the same time, in Cloud Prefecture in the lower realm, the news of Everstone Chen's serious injuries spread throughout the streets and alleys overnight, accompanied by some rumors. Do you know that Venerable Chen and Celestial Being were seriously injured in a great battle, and are now close to death? Let me tell you, the Master of Realm Prefecture has been crippled, and now has to marry into Celestial Realm Celestial family in order to preserve the lower realm. Oh my! The several celestial maidens who are marrying the Master of Realm Prefecture are all extremely ugly and unattractive. I am truly worried about the future happiness in the life of the Master of Realm Prefecture. Hold on, a little girl interrupted their conversation. Master of Realm Prefecture is only seriously injured. He is not dead yet. What are you guys talking about? TSK, you know nothing, you little brat. These few young women turned and left, leaving only the girl disheveled in the wind.